Most people come to Derby City for the sights, Southern hospitality, food, and of course the bourbon. And by booking a Louisville historic tour, it combines all of that plus a little bit of what makes our city so special. History is truly uncovered at every turn. Their 2025 tour lineup is here, and to tell us a little bit more, our tour guides Angelique Stacy and Jamie Tree Pfeiffer. Now, I love a good tour. I love a good walking tour, especially in Old Louisville, but you're kind of adding to the mix a little bit, and so you are known for your paranormal activity tours, which I love the ghosts, by the way, even though we are in the middle of spring. So tell me, why did you want to expand some of your tour offerings?
Well, with the success of David Domine's Glitterball City book, A Dark Room in Glitterball City, and the subsequent Glitterball City tours, we have a few private tours that we've had under the wings for years that we've done, and so we're actually kind of opening them up to small groups of the public and see if they'd like to see what a lot of our private guests have experienced for a while.
Yeah, and so you have kept them under wraps for a while, so why did you really want to bring these out? Because they sound amazing, by the way, but why did you want to make them available to everyone to come out and enjoy?
Part of it is just to get to see more of what Louisville has to offer. I really love some of the great stuff of downtown, for instance, and some of the stories down there. And so getting a little bit north or a little bit northeast out of Louisville is out of Old Louisville, where we're mostly, I mean, we're locals, so we do see our neighborhood a lot. Yeah. So it's kind of nice to kind of branch out a little bit. And so we've been having folks ask us about it. So yeah, and it's also nice to bring in other places we like to visit, like on our New Lou tours. I love the Thomas Edison House. I love going by the Martin de Tours, looking at Nanny Goat Strut, and also with our downtown, we've got working with some of the bars, the Hereafter and stuff, and they're very haunted. So yeah, we want to bring some of those stories out to the focus too.
Very, very cool. So you have 3 new offerings. So let's first kick it off like what you mentioned earlier, the New Lou Sights and Bites Tour. Now, this already sounds fun as it is. And so we have a little bit of pictures of what you're kind of going to see in the tour, but what does that really all entail? Oh,
this one is more of some of our favorite stuff to eat, like when we're going out into the area. So I really love the hot brown pizza at Parlor. Oh, there it is right there.
Look at that cheese pull.
Yes,
right
the mozzarella cheese pulls. And oh, there's Bob Dylan. We go by his new spot too. And that's our guide, Brenda, showing one of the great things at Biscuit Belly. Yeah, we've got Goodwood pretzels and beer cheese. So I think it's just, we get a chance to eat.
Yes, we love that because it is a walking tour, so you can just burn off all those calories.
Exactly. We're definitely
theoretically, but counting, right?
Yeah. And then of course Smooth's candy. You've got to get a little sweet stuff in there. I definitely have a sweet tooth, so some of our favorites.
And so then the Old Louisville Paranormal Photography Tour. Now this one kind of piqued my interest because this is a little bit different than those other paranormal tours. So tell me, what are people going to experience during that one?
So this one was pretty much David and I's brainchild, with the factor that we both enjoy taking photos whenever we travel.
Yeah.
However, when we have a tour group of sometimes up to to 50 people, we try to keep the tours much smaller. It can get cumbersome when you've got that one person taking those photos and going along,
Right.
And I get it. I'm that person. I want to see everything. But it takes everybody else along. So I was like, why don't we do something? We have such a photogenic community. It's such a beautiful neighborhood. This is such a great way, especially with social media.
Yes.
So that is something I've been doing for years. And, I've actually found out like all my photos have been geared towards the socials and, formatting in that way. But that is what it is. Now, we're not going to promise you're going to get a ghost photo,
but you have a good chance with her.
We've had a few that it's happened. I'm not going to promise it though.
Yeah.
But there's just to be able to take the photos of the neighborhood. We're going to try to do it at different times of the day, with different lighting and different weather and different seasons. So we're very much looking forward to it.
Very, very cool. And the last one, the Misfits and Mayhem walking tour. What is that one?
So this one's more of our downtown offerings, and I've been working with the Misfits Lou and the Hereafter Bar to start a tour with them. I've been doing some of the downtown areas, so it's been really fun to hook up with a local business, and I just sat there and met with them, and oh my gosh, I had an experience.
Yeah?
They're just sitting talking to them, and I do have a little bit of, she catches the ghosts on camera, and if we're both together, I'm kind of a magnet. And so, yeah, I even had experiences there. And so I was like, wow, we should talk. They have a beautiful event space. They're just fantastic folks to work with.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It's like a chill
so
party.
yeah, you could go like to the Belvedere. You could go stop by the Seelbach. I mean, you know, look for the Blue Ladies. So
Very, very cool. So you also have another partnership with the Louisville Bourbon Inn with some murder mystery dinners and some themes events coming up. I know those
yes,
are so
that is, yeah, we just love Alan and Jeff down at the Louisville Bourbon Inn, and they've been hosting part of our Victorian Ghost Walk, where once a year we have that helps the neighborhood, and this time we wanted to kind of expand on that, where there are ghosts that haunts their house, ghost of a former governess maid person.
There's a kitty cat too.
And a cat, yeah. And
There's a
so
cat.
we thought that character could also host some mystery dinners, and because, geez, Jeff, Alan and Jeff, they've been doing so good. Alan has won the best gravy contest.
Biscuits and gravy. It's a national biscuits and gravy contest.
Oh my goodness.
Of all North Americas.
Wow.
They're the #1 bed and breakfast in Kentucky and the number 14th in the nation on TripAdvisor. Yeah, his biscuits and
Dangerous.
gravy. It's dangerous because we're in the
This is
neighborhood. We can smell him cooking. Yeah.
It's dangerous having them as neighbors.
And he makes the best old, if you're scared of ghosts, he makes the best old fashions.
There you go.
From, you know, like,
Liquid courage to go with the tour, right?
right, yeah.
Well, this sounds so much fun. Tickets are available now, so should you go online to book those?
Yeah, you can go on Louisville Historic Tours site, and they'll have those under specialty tours. And the regular ones come out too on our regular ghost tours and historical walking tours. I know a lot of folks drive through old Louisville really fast, but yeah,
We like
too
to joke.
fast.
So New York Post said last October that we were the second most haunted city next to New Orleans. And whenever I tell folks, I said, you know, one thing in Louisville we do not do well is drive. We have enough ghosts. Please do not make any more. Please
Yeah, we're
cross the streets quickly.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get too carried away with that bourbon, okay?
Right. Well, make sure you cross safely. We don't want to make any future ghosts. We're at capacity right now,
we're at max.
and learning all of our neighbors alive and
Or else
unalive.
we'll be taking tours about those people.
Right.
So
we have to learn their whole life stories
We
first.
joke about that.
all the ghosts of tours past, right? Ooh, that might be a good one. You might have to
Yeah,
keep an eye
we do have we do have some former neighbors. A shout out to Ron Harris for coming back and haunting us and showing us that, yep, he fell through. He promised us he'd tap us, whistle, blow in our ear, and he totally did. He was our former director of the Victorian Ghost Walk. So we have these little things, we have little sayings that we're going to say to each other. If we do pass, how we're going to haunt each other in the neighborhood.
Well, I love it. So thank you so much for coming in. So much fun to be had in Old Louisville, really all across the city. So if you're interested in booking one of those tours, just go to LouisvilleHistoricTours.com.